It is Pop and Positivity, the podcast that brings celebrities to your world, but we get inside them. We want to know what's inside their heart. And I am so excited, beyond thrilled. Whitney Reynolds is with me, as always, the one and only, to bring on for the first time in a Pop and Positivity, Olympic gold medalist. Oh, wait, sorry. Three-time Olympic gold medalist, the one and only Ryan Murphy. Welcome to Pop and Positivity. Hey, let's go.
There we go. There we go. I'm loving the energy. This is great.
Yeah. Well, speaking of energy, like 3 gold medals, let's just start there. I mean, what do you do with them? Do you just display them in your room? Like, are they next to your nightstand?
I think for a couple weeks after those Olympics, they were on display. Now they're tucked away in a sock drawer. I got them in a little watch box, and then I'll pull them out for the little kids every once in a while. But other than that, I don't look at them very often. It's just kind of like I know they're there, and I make sure they're there every once in a while. But other than that, it's they're just kind of tucked away.
That's amazing. Like, if I won any kind of medal, I don't care if it's a ribbon for like best blueberry pie here in Chicago, I would be flaunting that everywhere. But it just goes to show you, like, you're a very humble person. You don't like to boast of your accomplishments, do you?
No, and I think it's something that I'll probably appreciate more when I'm done swimming. Because for now, it's like after those Olympics, it was like, all right, let's reset, let's set new goals and see what we can do from here. And so that's really where my mind's been at. Like, I'm really proud of the accomplishments I've had, but I'm always looking forward to the next thing.
You know, with Pop and Positivity, we tend to interview singers and celebrities and that kind of thing. And you are our first Olympic gold medalist. But one thing I'm seeing that's trending the same is you kind of always have a goal in sight. And same with this, singers that we've had on, it's about dropping a new album and staying fresh. And how do you go about that without burning out?
I think that's the challenge. I think over the years, I feel like I've gotten really good at knowing how intense I could be for what period of time. And that's really, I think, the trick of being a professional athlete. You want to be always trending up. You want to make sure you're peaking at the right time. So you have to be really just honest with yourself of how much you can take, how perfect you can be, and make sure that you don't hit that too early. And you definitely don't want to hit it too late, because then you're always wondering, what if I had really gone all in a little bit earlier in the year?
Ryan, we got to talk about this first and foremost, man. I know you're a Jags fan. What do you think? What's the grade you give for the Jags for their draft? I mean, obviously, you got the best quarterback in the draft. The Chicago Bears will argue. We'll argue that all day. But what is your grade? We're going old school. A being the best or F a fail.
I'm fired up. I'm so fired up. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'm like, man, Urban Meyer is our coach, and now we've got Trevor Lawrence. Like, I remember when Clemson won the national title Trevor's freshman year, a lot of people in Jacksonville were like, all right, we got to tank the next 2 years to make sure we get Trevor. And it kind of worked out. And honestly, for the Bears, I feel like it worked out too. My sister and her fiance live in Chicago. So my sister's fiance is a massive Chicago Bears fan. So he was texting when they traded up. He was like, oh, the Bears are going to blow it. I'm going to be so mad. And he was pretty fired up about Justin Fields.
Well, and speaking of fired up, what does your family do? Like, I'm just trying to think. I have little kids, and I can't imagine them swimming in an Olympic game. Like, how do you like tame your mom? Like, what is your mom like? What is your family like when they're cheering for you? Speaking of cheering.
Yeah, they definitely get nervous, but I think it's nice because I'm on a really good swim team. So I've always been on a good team. In high school, I was on a really solid high school team. And then I ended up going to Cal for college. So there's honestly a lot of parents that are kind of in the same situation where their kid is trying to make the Olympic team, and they really just bond together, whether that be, maybe a little happy hour before the finals, just to calm the nerves a little bit, or it's just talking. They've got a really great parent group that they hang out with during the meets.
I got to ask, because this has been such like a secret society of people that have contributed to this, but the swimmer diet, is it real? Is that a real thing? We've read about Michael Phelps, but like, do you guys just constantly mouth food on the reg? Like, how is that a thing? Is it a factual thing?
Yeah, I think it is. And honestly, most of my close friends are swimmers, so I don't even realize really how much we eat. But I typically will take down like 5 meals a day. I'm always eating really healthy. So I think that part is a little bit overblown. Like that Michael Phelps story, he was eating like chocolate chip pancakes, waffles. I'm not doing that. But I am definitely kind of shoveling as much food as I can on a daily basis.
Well, and I actually have interviewed Michael Phelps and I did not ask him about his eating habits. But one thing I have noticed is that you swimmers and the gold medalists actually have bigger things behind just the Olympics, what you stand for and what you do. And so now I'm going to pull out the positivity side of what you are up to besides inspiring little kids with your medals in your sock drawer. I want to know about what you're passionate about and why you want kids to know about water safety.
Yeah, I think it's really, really important for kids and families to learn about water safety. To kind of put to start on like kind of a sad topic, swimming or drowning is the leading cause of death in young children, and it's a really serious health concern for adults as well. And so that is the risk of that is decreased by formalized swim lessons. And so we have a cure to that massive health issue. And I think it's just really important for people to be aware of that. And then the second level of it, which is the more positive side, is so many of my best memories have come in and around the water, whether that be on a competitive stage at the Olympics. Those are incredible memories. But even something like going on a boat with friends growing up, tubing, I love doing stuff like that. And so you don't have to want to make the Olympics, but you can do so many things in and around the water if you know how to swim. And I just really enjoy those things. So I want to pass along that gift.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
You're doing the work with Goldfish, correct?
Correct. Yeah, I'm partnered with Goldfish Swim School, and they're just doing an incredible job exposing the sport to so many kids. They've got over 100 franchises open now. I think it's over 100,000 kids per month. So they're exposing the water to so many people. And I think it's incredible to be associated with a company like that.
It's so funny. We all find our calling, especially if we're in our lane. And Whitney and I, we talk about this all the time for years and years. And it seems like you have a very level head for such a young man. But I gotta be honest, dude. Like, you're good looking, you're athletic AF, you're gold medalist. You leave some of that good stuff for us, like the average guy. I mean, what's next for you? What is something that you want to accomplish other than being like the perfect guy?
Hey, well, I think you guys are doing great too. I mean, you guys got a radio show. You're doing incredible yourselves. But I think after swimming, I think one of the things I'm really passionate about is I want to stay involved on the water safety side of things. I think I always want to be involved kind of on the charitable side. And I view Goldfish as a partner that kind of accomplishes that goal. Outside of that, like I do have career goals outside of swimming. I got a business degree from Cal, and I want to utilize that at some point, whether that be in finance or marketing.
No big deal, just a business degree from Cal. No big deal.
Yeah. I'm not in a huge rush to dive into that, but I'm definitely very excited for a career after swimming.
Well, and Brady, I love that you said stay in your own lane. That is hilarious because he literally has to stay in his own lane because that's what he's doing. I watched your videos today and I thought, I don't even know how a body moves like that. I mean, I was very motivated to go tune up my swimming skills. Okay, so what are we going to see from you coming up? I want to know, like, can we give a tease of what we can expect from you in the next few months?
Ooh, I mean, I wish I could tell the future and tell you exactly how I'm going to do, but I will be at Olympic trials, USA Swimming Olympic trials. That's June 13th through June 20th. If I get top 2 in my events there, and I'll be swimming the 100 and 200 back. If I get top 2 there, then I'll go on to the Tokyo Olympics and hopefully win some hardware there. So that's what I'm working for. That's the goal. And hopefully these next couple weeks, next couple months go as planned, and I could do that.
Well, right. I got two last questions. And again, thank you for the time. This has been so cool, like talking to an Olympic gold medalist. You're like a USA hero. first question is the Olympic Village. Is that a real thing? Is that like is that what people talk about and paint the picture? Is that like a big party afterwards?
I mean, I think some people are looking for that, and they could find it. In, in my experience, I think what's interesting about the Olympic Village is every sport's going off at different times. So swimming is kind of the first sport to go off. You swim the first 8 days, and then if you compare that to track starts right when swimming ends. So the swimmers, we got the best schedule. We get in, we do our thing, and then the rest of the time we could kind of enjoy the Olympic experience. For a sport like track, they've got to sit around for a while, get anxious, and then perform. But it's incredible. It's incredible to see people that have worked so hard to get to that level. And it really is just a big celebration of all the hard work that we've put in.
I get it. And my last question, because it was a two-parter, because you're such a a well-decorated swimmer and you're going down in Olympic history here. What are some of the songs? Because going back to the pop side, you listen to that hype you up. What music do you listen to? Are you a country guy? Are you a pop guy? Are you hip hop, EDM? Where do you live? Or do you even listen to music before you swim?
Oh, I love listening to music. I would say I definitely hover more in like the pop, EDM, house, in that sort of range. So yeah,
Give us some artists.
Oh man, I could go through the playlist. I think honestly, I like Porter Robinson, Audien.
Yes.
Halsey is incredible. I think Halsey is the best. And then Khalid, I think he's really good. So yeah, those are some that I do enjoy. But I honestly I got a little crush on Halsey. She's incredible. Her voice is absurd.
Hey, you know a guy now. You know a guy. Let me make that here. Make that
He'll do an intro on Twitter. He'll do a Twitter intro.
I know. I got a girlfriend. I'm not actually going to pursue it, but I love her songs.
And we ask every guest this before they leave. What do you want your legacy to be?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think for me, like, I want people to look at me and know that I've done everything I can to be the absolute best athlete I could be. And at the same time, trying to use that platform to promote things that I really care about, water safety being one of them. So I think I'm a pretty well-rounded, balanced person. And I've never wanted to just be known for the athletic side of things. I think I really feel passionate about water safety, and I want people to recognize that as well.
Dude, awesome conversation. I could talk to you for another hour, so we'll have to have you back on when you win 3 more gold medals.
Yeah.
So good luck this summer. Whitney and I are gonna be watching you, and thanks for joining. Yeah, thanks for joining the Pop and Positivity podcast. Where can people learn more about Goldfish and about what you do?
Yeah, so you could go to goldfishswimschool.com. They've got a lot of stuff. For me, I'm on I think all of the social media platforms. I'm not on TikTok, but my handle is Ryan_F_Murphy. I've got like the most common name of all time, so we had to throw a lot of underscores in there. But I throw a lot of stuff about what I'm doing, what I'm looking forward to, and I do post a lot about Goldfish as well. So you can find out about them through my handles as well.